How are you doing? I hope that you're keeping well and that your week so far is also going well. I'm so sorry that I'm a few minutes late here. Let me just get myself sorted out here. All right, so let me just get caught up here in the chat. Linda, hi, thanks so much for being here. I so appreciate you. Hi. Um, Friends this time, hi, how are you? Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so before we go, it's awesome. Before I go any further, if you're in the chat, may you please just quickly let me know in the chat if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm guessing so, but if you could please just let me know, I'd really appreciate it. That'd be awesome. Please and thank you. I'm just gonna get myself set up here in the background a little bit. Okay, here we go. Use my phone to stream, laptop off to the side so I can do messages. I'm just getting myself all situated. Rhea, hi. Thanks so much for being here. I know sometimes there's a bit of a delay. I know sometimes there's a bit of a delay in me speaking and seeing the chat. If you were in the chat, may you please just confirm if you can see me okay? Oh, Linda, was that you saying yes? With the little emoji? I think you can. I think you can see me and hear me. If you can please confirm if you can see me and hear me, okay, that'd be awesome. Just want to make sure that everything is. I think it's working. I don't. It looks like it's working perfectly fine on my end. But if you could please just let me know. I think Linda, you did, but if you could, yes, okay, perfect, okay, awesome, thank you so much, thank you. Nicole, hey, how are you tonight? Thanks so much for being here as always. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for confirming that. I wasn't too sure. I'm never sure. Always want to make certain that it's working okay. I know sometimes we've had some problems in the past. So hope that everyone is enjoying their week so far. Happy Thursday. How is it Thursday already? I actually thought it was Friday when I woke up this morning, and it's not, but that's okay. Okay, so I hope everyone's doing well. We're here to do our weekly Thursday night schedule of three free 5-minute tea leaf readings this evening. That's amazing. Well, thank you everyone for being here in the chat. This is lovely. Great to see you all. So we are ready to do the tea leaf readings. I am all set. So if anyone is watching now live and you would like to have a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading, please let me know in the chat. Full moon. I saw that tonight. Yes, I was actually walking my dog a couple of hours ago, just at sunset. It was actually very cool. I took some pictures of it. It was very misty where we were. Yeah, I saw the full moon too. Yeah. I actually said a little prayer, like, oh, hi. I think there is a full moon actually. Yeah. I don't know what it's called right now, but there is a full moon for sure. Well, if anyone would like a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading, please let me know in the chat. I guess while I wait for some people who are interested in having a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading. Oh, awesome, Rhea. Cool. Okay, awesome. Of course. I'm going to give Deborah. Hi. So I have my laptop over here in case you're wondering. Let me just move it over here. It looks a little bit better. Deborah, thank you so much for being here. Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for being here. Yay, Rhea does. Awesome. So let me get myself here. Okay, so we have Rhea and we have Deborah. Okay, wonderful. So I will get your leaves ready. We have one more. I only read for people who are live. But if anyone else is interested at some point between now and the end of Deborah's, then we can. I'm addicted. Hello, Rhea. Tea leaf reading is fun. It really is fun. It is a very unique divination tool for sure. I mean, there's other divination tools, absolutely different kinds, and I love many divination tools. Dowsing, pendulums. There's so many, and I think they're all amazing. I saw. I was catching up on the chat here. Deborah, hey, sweetie, I love your shows. Usually miss you. Oh, thank you so much, Deborah. That is so kind of you to say that. Oh, that is so lovely. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It does take a lot of effort and consistency and work, and I'm just so happy that people are enjoying the lives. So thank you so much. Makes me feel good that I'm offering my help to other people. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. Friends, this time. Me. Okay. Oh, well, lovely. How's Bree? Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we have our three. Rhea, how's Bree? Bree is actually doing very well, thank you. We took her for 4 walks today. She's doing very well. She's sleeping right now. She may make an appearance later. She was on the couch and hopped off, and now she's gone off to bed. But that may change, and she may come over wiggling and throw herself into the table, and then everything may start moving around. So, but Bree's doing very well. She's had a busy week. She's pretty tired, but she's doing very well. Thank you very much for asking. She had a good supper. She had some chicken for supper. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Bree. I should post another picture of Bree. I took a picture of her last summer and I posted that on my community tab. If you scroll back to like June or July or so of last year, there was one of her outside in the summertime, but I can always post another one. If anyone would like to see it, I can put another one up in the community tab. I have lots. All right, so let me get myself situated here. So first we have... So I'm going to write all of your lovely names down so I know exactly what I'm doing. It's been a crazy week. So we have Rhea first, and then we have Deborah, right? And then we have friends this time. Lovely. Oh, Gypsy Raven, you're back. Hi, thank you so much for being here. This is amazing. Well, we have our three readings for the evening. I'm just going to reboil the hot water here. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, hasn't it? It's been a lot going on. Yes, Gypsy's back. Hey. So I have everyone's cups here. So I'm all set to go. So first up is Rhea. So let's do a quick shout out. So we have in the chat here, as always, I always like to say this. Tonight our moderator is Nicole. So Nicole is here. She's in the house. She's in the chat. So let's give a big round of applause and a big thank you to, I know you're all chatting amongst each other anyway, but a big round of applause and a big huge thank you to Nicole. She is our moderator for the evening, and she's going to be making sure that everything is running tickly-boo. The reason why I had a bit of a delay... Oh, hang on, Gypsy. Missed you the other day. Oh, Gypsy, never worry. It's so sweet that you enjoy the readings. So thank you so much for finding them interesting and for wanting to hang out. Thank you. On Monday evening we had, there we go, some shout outs there. On Monday evening, you're awesome, everyone in here. On Monday we had the general weekly tea leaf reading, and I did a double feature special live, and we also offered the 5-minute tea leaf readings there as well, to compensate for having to cancel last week. It's just been a lot going on, and so now we're back to our regular schedule. But there was definitely a delay in posting that live. So if you did want to see the general weekly tea leaf reading for this week, that was on Monday evening, I have posted that, so you can go over and check that out. I got that up, posted about 10 o'clock or so this morning. And I also posted the pictures of that tea leaf reading as well. So if you are interested to see what the leaves were for this week, you can go over to my community tab and check them out. I think there were like four or 5 pictures. And as always, it's always a quick disclaimer here that I always like to give, but everyone here in the chat, you know this. You're all old hat. Entertainment purposes only. All the readings that I offer are... Oh, it's a lot of steam there from the cup here. All the readings that I offer are for entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will and leave what you don't. Big long disclaimer in the description box below. If you want to click that, and I've almost maxed out my description box with a few links and things in there. But that is always... I just always like to say that. Quick caveat. And I have the laptop right here, Nicole, so I'm just going to pop in my email address. Not to worry, I'll do it here. So for anyone who is having a tea leaf reading tonight, and if you would like to have me, if you'd like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, I normally take around 3 of them, then please send me a quick email. That's my email address there, and I will reply with your pictures. And I will aim to have this live posted tomorrow. I don't see why there should be any further delay, so I will post this likely around 10 o'clock or so tomorrow. Just getting your leaves ready here. I've actually been posting more on I think I can say the platform TikTok. I think I can say that here. So I've been posting more on that a bit more consistently this week, so that's really fun. Fun foray into another social media platform. So if you wanted to check out my account there, if you want to go down to the description box, I do have a link tree. So if you click on that link tree, all of whole slew of links pop up, and then you can see where you can how to get to that link to my profile over on that platform if you're interested. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. 2 of my 3 guys. Oh, no worries. Oh, that sounds lovely, Rhea. Sounds like you had a wonderful evening on Monday. Well, on that happy note about Monday as well, I just wanted to quickly say, I sort of mentioned this a little bit in the description box for this, for Monday's video replay. We had some spammy body trolls in the chat on Monday again, we're at 3 weeks now straight. So that to me means exhausting, yeah, for sure. But it sounds like it's a lot of fun though for you too, Rhea. Yeah, so with all those spammy body trolls, AI, whatever, I take it as a compliment. It's extremely annoying and very frustrating, but I mean, they're not going to stop us from doing what we're doing here. So to me, it just means that whatever we're doing the right thing. So there we go. There we go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there were quite a few. Doesn't bother me. I find it amusing, actually. If they're trying to get me upset, I just find it funny. So it has the opposite effect. Okay. Yeah, your leaves look pretty good. Let's get you reading here. Now we are reading for Rhea. Another shameless plug. Do not ever feel the need. However, should you wish to support this channel, obviously watching is amazing. And thank you so much. Liking, subscribing, all of these things may sound very small, but they truly help the algorithms. So thank you so much. I do have a Ko-fi account. I'm shamelessly behind on my Patreon account. That is very much a work in progress. But I do have a Ko-fi account if you're ever interested. If not, do not even worry about it. I just have it there in case anyone ever is interested in doing so. And if so, thank you. Trolls are just bored with their own life, so they have to come and cause havoc. Yes, I completely agree. I completely agree, Gypsy Raven. 100% agree with you. It's like if these individuals or bots or whatever it is have nothing better to do with their time other than to hop into our lovely chat and say some odd things, we seriously have an issue. Not us, them. Just pushing your leaves down into the cup. How do they interfere in our lovely Monday evening chats? I like our Monday evening. I like our visits. They're fun. So we can all hang out in the same room at the same time. This is the next best thing. Okay, here we go. Just gonna strain it a little bit more. Yes, for the foreseeable future, I will always keep on coming here and going live on Mondays and Thursdays. But I am enjoying that other platform too. It's interesting, something new, different. Okay, are you ready? My camera's tilted, but I assure you that this is very much straight. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I didn't spill anything. Yes, I didn't spill. Okay, so I have turned your mug upside down. Going to rotate it around 3 or 4 times clockwise, always sunrise, always going along with nature, enforcing nature. I'd like to give a big thank you again to Nicole for being our moderator this evening. And my huge thanks also to everyone who is in the chat, posting wonderful messages. I appreciate you all so much. I could never do this without any of you, so thank you so much for all of your help. Someone had told me this, I would be doing this. Actually, I was kind of told I would be doing this in a reading that I had many years ago. I would have like my own TV show, and I didn't realize that until a few months ago. Now I'm on YouTube. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But I never really thought I actually would be doing this on YouTube. So pretty crazy. So many lovely people, though. Cookie, hi. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome. Hope that you enjoy this live. Okay, there we go. All set. Rhea, are you ready? Yeah, then it's Deborah, and then Francis time. Been singing on my walk today. I'm in Niagara. Oh, you're in Niagara. Oh, Niagara area is so beautiful, isn't it? Yes, that's true. I totally agree. This is so interesting. It is interesting. Okay, I do have the chat open, so I can just keeping a quick eye on it as we go along. Yes, I'm just going to be focusing on the tea leaf reading. So I know not to be ignoring anyone, but just so that you know that when I am going to be when I am actively reading the tea leaves, I won't be looking at the chat, but I do have it open so I can sort of monitor, make sure, you know, what's going on. Okay, here we go. Here we go, right up. Please feel free to give validations should you wish to in the chat. Please do not feel like you need to at all, only if you want to. It's a quick reminder, it's now on the way and later. I do read chronologically, so it's now on the way and later. The rim is the present situation. Sides are on the way. The base is more of the distant future. So let's go ahead and start. To go quiet sometimes when I'm focusing. Can talk super speed very easily, but I'm focusing on the tea leaves. Sometimes I just don't really see too much for a moment or two. Okay, so yeah, it looks like to me for right now, I already said all my prayers for protection. So what it looks like to me is that there's one main event or situation taking place right now, whatever the situation is regarding, it is a major event or situation. It is taking up most of the cup. So it is highly significant. In addition to that, and in that scenario, it's really a scenario, I would say, of things are calm and clear and quiet. Either they're calm and clear and quiet and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. Now, that is also true, I would say, for a much, much, much smaller event or situation that's also taking place. Like in terms of importance, like a gold and a bronze. So. However, it appears as though to me that, oh, this is interesting. Okay. Whatever is on the way, it looks like it's going to be actually quite busy for you. It looks like things are going to be changing very soon. So the whole things being calm and clear and quiet, that is changing in two different ways. So it's almost like, yeah, there's two different, it's almost like two main events or situations. What is what I'm seeing in your cup are going to be occurring imminently, or very, very soon. I would say imminently, actually. One a little bit more sooner than the other. And they'll be changing the main event right now. The two of these two main events or situations, they are of equal importance, I would say, just about of equal importance. One begins a little bit less significantly. May seem a little less significant. However, that situation has actually become that situation actually becomes much, much more significant than it sort of begins. It becomes so almost like a snowball. Starts off small, gets larger. And then in that scenario, there's sort of like eventually sort of morphs into three scenarios where we have thoughts and ideas, knowing where we stand, and yet we don't at the same time. Lots happening, really not too sure. We have clarity, and yet we don't. And there's a lot of surprises going on. And then in another aspect, or the third part of lots of thinking and talking, words and ideas and things up in the air. So there's those kinds of three scenarios all happening at the same time. And they do flow into the base, which is more of the distant future. Okay. So with this one, it actually is related directly to the other main event or situation that is also taken. I'm doing all these hand symbols. You can't hand like gestures, can't even see them. But that it relates to another event or situation, the second of the two. The second of the two, it begins sooner, but it is less significant. Equal amount of time in terms of how long it progresses, how long it sort of takes place. It does, again, join or merge with the other main event or situation. So essentially the two merge into one main event. There is also one very small line of events or scenarios taking place imminently that also does become a little bit more significant, but that also leads also into the merging of the two, where they both sort of become one main event. In the base, hang on. I don't know if you have planned a trip or not, but if you have, I would say there's one on the way. If you have, okay, I will rephrase. I don't know if you've planned a trip. If you have it, it may very well be showing like here in the tea leaves. There's a small event or scenario coming up that looks to me to be a trip. If so, it likely has two different parts to it. Actually, I would say three different parts. One main part, one smaller part, and one much smaller part. Something of that nature. If that is not referencing a trip, it's more of like a short-term trip. It doesn't last too long. One part of it really is of more significance than the other two. If it's not a trip, then it is just simply three small events or scenarios taking place at the same time. So it could be either or. But in the base, we have much of the same of what we're seeing in here in terms of busyness. It does look like there's one aspect or one part of this entire scenario in the base where, again, things are fairly quiet, but you have like one little respite. But essentially, aside from that, there's a lot of thinking and talking and things up in the air. Helpful people that are involved, protection, abundance, happiness, for a lot of forward movement, a lot of like, what's the right phrase? What's the right words? Energy and happiness and frivolity and just feeling really, really positive and really fun and feeling very, very good and almost like very much childlike in a way. Also, creativity is also being indicated. So that is what I am seeing in your tea leaves. So I would just say use the free time that you have in the foreseeable future. Not telling you what to do. Take what you will, leave what you don't. Entertainment purposes only, of course. But I would say in the 1, 2, 3 events or scenarios coming up for you, where there's a bit of a lull, a bit of a quiet time, I would say to use that time as best to your advantage and get anything that you need to get done, so you don't have to do it later, because it looks like whatever these two main events are referring to looks like it's going to be very busy. Very busy. So I hope that you enjoyed your reading. So thank you so much, Freya. Please send me an email if you want me to send you pictures of your tea leaves. Thank you. Next up, we have Deborah. And just as I get your cup ready here, I'm going to quickly catch up on the chat over here off to the left. All right, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading. Hope that it was good for you. Hope that you enjoyed it. 1 second. I have to really zoom in so I can see everything properly. I'm quite short-sighted here, and that sort of changes how my view of the chat is. 1 second. Let me get myself resituated here. Nice cup. Oh, thank you. There you go. Okay. Early spring. Yes. Yes, Deborah. Yes, I do. I honestly do feel a change coming on as well, for sure. Early spring, kind of where I am in Ontario, not so much. Sort of, a little bit. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. Well, Deborah, are you ready for your tea leaf reading now? And everyone, thank you again for your patience. While I'm always in a process of learning what I'm doing here, live streaming here. So thank you for making it so easy for me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Cannot do any of this without any of you. I mean, obviously, all of this information comes from the boss source. But can't do this without any of you. So thank you. Yay. Just pushing your tea leaves back down into the cup, Deborah. And again, I did put my email address in a few minutes ago, but if you want me to send pictures of your tea leaves, please send me a quick email and I will send them over to you tonight. I always like to do that. I always like to offer that because that way, to me, it's my way of being ethical. That way you can see what I was looking at. It's your reading, it's not mine. Sort of like how sometimes whenever I offer psychic medium readings and to clients, if someone has a psychic medium reading, and sometimes later on they'll say, they'll ask me, or even with the tea leaf reading, do you remember when you said da 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 da? I don't know. I don't. It comes in, it goes out. I don't remember. It's not for me. It's for you. Okay. Just straining your leaves a little bit more now. Straining it a little bit more, checking for the consistency. I'm actually quite picky particular when it comes to this. Clearly. How was that? Good. It's actually good. Okay, good. I do have my screen tilted on my phone, but I assure you this is quite straight. 1, 2, 3, flip. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just sort of clearing out the energy centers of my hands. And if you just in case you think I'm doing some random thing, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so let's get your tea leaves ready. I'm turning it, rotating your cup around 3 or 4 times clockwise, always sunrise. It always enforces the proper flow of nature, natural flow of nature, the way it was designed. Okay. Now I'm allowing your leaves to just drip dry just for a few seconds. I'm just collecting any excess liquid that is draining out of your tea leaves. This just prevents pulling of the base. This is something that I sort of began doing very, very soon after I first began doing tea leaf reading. It just prevents any images from being distorted by any excess liquid in the base. Something that I like to do. I know different people read tea leaves differently. This is how I do it. Okay. There we go. This part is actually always a bit relaxing. Ready? Okay, Deborah, ready? Let's go. Oh, wow. Okay. Whenever I say I'm always surprised and excited, like for everyone, I'm like, oh, this is really good. This is exciting. I genuinely am excited for you. No 2 cups are ever the same. They'll have similarities, but no, I've never seen 2 cups the same. Okay. Ready? Let's go. Entertainment purposes only, of course. Please take what you will and leave what you don't. Friends, this time, is this Deborah's reading? Yes, it is. I have it written down here. So Deborah's right now. And then friends, this time you're up next. I have your cup over here. So I just have to get ready. You're up next. Okay, 1 second. Okay, perfect. Okay, Deborah, here we go. Now on the way in later. So it looks like right now, again, if I'm not looking at the I'm not looking at the chat during the actual reading, but I do have it open so that I can sort of keep an eye on what's going on here. But not really going to be focusing on that too much in the moment in time. So thank you so much for everyone for all your help. Okay, Deborah. So it looks like right now you have a few smaller events or situations taking place, specifically 3, but that looks like it's going to be changing imminently to be no, sorry. There's 2 smaller events or situations taking place, one much smaller and one a little bit more significant, but still quite small. That second, the one that's a little bit larger or more significant of the 2 that I just mentioned, that will be changing in three very extremely small scenarios or elements or something will be taking place. It looks like right now, like imminently, and that will be changing it. So there will be 1, 2, 3, and then so 3 again, breaking that sort of second one down into 3 smaller parts, and then specifically a very much smaller fourth part. However, in addition to those smaller events or scenarios, it looks like you have so 1, 2. In addition to that, you also have 2 major events or situations. One is more significant than the other, also taking place, and then you also have a second one. So in other words, you have 2 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. It's a little busy for you. Okay, so moving on. Your Okay, wow, yes. Okay, so your main event or situation is comprising just over half of the cup, not quite 2/3, but just over half. So we have a little bit more liquid tea in the base. It's pooling. So I'm just going to be straining that out so that will not be changing or adjusting any of the images in the base. One moment, please, just while I quickly ever so delicately get that out there. Perfect. Okay, thank you. So it's just over half of the cup. So highly significant, whatever this is referring to. Additionally to that, oh yes, okay. So in addition to that, there's going to be, from what I'm seeing right now, 1, we can call that 1, 1, 2, 4, 7. I'm going to say approximately, I'm going to say about 8. I'm going to say 8 events or situations like that are lines of events, smaller series of events. One thing leads to the next, leads to the next, leads to, that goes to the next. That will be taking place in the next short while. Timing is a bit variable. I don't know if you're thinking of moving house or not, or doing something with your property. There's a version of a house in here. It's pretty fairly large. So for me, whenever I see houses, they can literally be referencing anything from buying a new bath mat or a new picture frame to thinking of moving something to that, or moving something along those lines. But just saying that in case it makes sense to you. Looks like that will be a fairly fast-paced situation that that takes place, that begins that scenario in terms of the houses. But that also relates to the lines of events or situations that are also going to be taking place in the next short while. They do result in a scenario that looks to me to be all about positive changes, transformations, new opportunities, new beginnings, all about positive change in 2 different ways. Helpful people, 2 people, specifically 2 helpful people are involved, one more so than the other, but both very positive. You and someone else, possibly. But this is all about abundance and prosperity. It's still forming, it's still taking form. Looks like a very unique scenario, very gentle scenario, very transformative. It looks like a very nice scenario. That's taking place in the next little while. And that does relate directly to this main event. It's just that it's in and of itself, it is part of a whole other side event that is, to me, has all the qualities of nurturing and love and gentleness and taking care of and emotional healing and safety and security. All of those elements and themes are present from what I'm seeing. Those elements, those kinds of themes. So this main event specifically Well, really busy. I would say, generally speaking, there's two different halves. There's two different parts to it. So one where you know, one that is more where you know where you stand and yet you don't at the same time. So clarity, a lot of things happening, but kind of having some bit more clarity than not. And then the other half, that's also the case, but a little less so and a little bit more talking. So a little bit more thinking and talking. Little things are a little bit more up in the air versus a little less clarity. That also leads into the base. I would say that in the short term, use the downtime that you have again, just to be as productive as possible. Get anything that you need to get done, because whatever is coming up in the base is extremely busy. It's pretty well covered. Very similar to Rhea's actually. There's usually a theme whenever there's more than one person having a reading anyway, in my opinion, experience. But it looks like whatever's on the way, it looks positive, it looks good, looks like there's someone in there dancing and they're really happy. So that is coming up in the base. It just looks very busy. Now in the base, there's a 1, 2, 3, I'm going to say 4 instances of just surprises, basically things that we're really not supposed to know that are more significant than other areas, but essentially new opportunities, that happiness, a celebration, very loving scenario, positive movement forward, knowing that you're not alone, which I believe we're all divinely protected anyway, and also just yeah, those qualities being present. There also may be a Scorpio connection that's involved. So I don't know if that is referencing the qualities of that sign and or someone who is that sign and or the time frame. I don't know which one it is, but somehow the qualities, somehow there's a connection with Scorpio coming up in the base. Okay. So Deborah, I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. All right. Friends, this time it is your turn. Move this over here. So I'm just going to get your cup ready right now. And again, if you need to send you pictures of your tea leaf reading, please let me know. Please send me a quick email and I will send it over to you. That's a good read. Yes, actually it was, yeah. I know, and again, I know I'm repeating myself. I know I always say it, but it's always true. I'm always excited when I'm like, oh, that's exciting. It's true. I'm excited for everyone. The readings they're always so interesting. And it is a very unique form of divination. It really is. It's always by, for, and with the creator, as far as I'm concerned. That's what I always ever do. It's all for the boss, all from the boss, for the boss, with the boss. Deborah. Good. It's not me. Thank you for saying that I'm good. It's not, thank you. It's not me. I'm just a messenger. Just a messenger. You're selling your mom's house and buying your, oh my gosh, are you serious? That is so, see, you couldn't make it up. Thank you for offering that validation. You couldn't make any of this up. Like you seriously couldn't. Seriously. Wow. That is so good. Wow. Congratulations. Wow. Well, it looks like it's going to be very good. It looks obviously with all the dancing person in the vase, and it looks good. It looks like it's going to go very well for you. Very busy, but very good. Oh, well, thank you so much. That's awesome, Deborah. Thank you. That's awesome. Friends, this time I am just getting your tea leaves ready right now. Just straining out any excess liquid. I put a fair bit of water in. So I'm just needing to strain all of that out now. I know it looks strange using tissues, but I find that it gives a really good amount of control over the consistency that I do get. So that's why I use that. I know it looks very weird, but that's amazing. Yes, congratulations on your new home. That's wonderful. Okay, that's good. Your house is so exciting. Yes, it is. How fun. I know that can be such a stressful and busy time, but it's always kind of fun too when you're moving. It's new positive changes. Gypsy. Aw, thank you so much, Gypsy Raven. So sweet. It's never lip service when I say thank you. I genuinely mean it. And I really appreciate all of you taking time out of your busy schedules. I really do. I never like it when I have to like reschedule or cancel lives. The past couple weeks, it was really annoying me that I actually had to, but I just wasn't no fit state to do it. But I'm glad we're back here tonight. Okay. Push those down a little bit more. This is where perfectionism comes in handy. Needing all that detail-oriented perfectionism traits, they come in handy. Okay. Here we go. Entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will, leave what you don't. Big disclaimer in the description box below. 1, 2, 3. Flip. Haven't used this mug for a long time for tea leaf reading. I've always been using the other ones. Okay. Just going to rotate your mug now 3 or 4 times. The life from the tea. Thank you so much. Typical Canadian, right? Sorry. Yeah, there's been a lot going on this week. Been a lot going on the past few months, actually. But it's all good now, more or less. Okay. Just getting your cup ready right now. Friends this time. Just getting it ready right now. No, I do laugh. It's like that self-deprecating Canadian humor. It's like we just apologize all the time. And it's like, sorry, we're sorry. It's true. Okay, here we go. I just can't wait till we can all hang out together in the same room and just to have a wonderful visit. Looking forward to that. Sorry for being sorry. I know it's true. It's true. It's totally a Canadian trait. Totally Canadian trait. Stereotypically, but it is 100% true. It's true. It's so true. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Just ever so gently absorbing excess liquid tea. Just have a little bit right here, and it keeps coming out of the cup. So I just want to make sure I'm getting it all. There. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so about 44 and a half. Okay, awesome. Friends this time. I always want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Friends this time. Here we go. Oh, Karen. Hey, thanks so much for being here. It's awesome. Hi. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. Wow. Okay. All right. You're busy. You're busy and you shall be busy. Based on what I'm getting now, as of later. It's actually, that's fine. I just want to make sure that I kept wanting to say for some reason I kept wanting to say like friends with me or something. I'm like, no, that's not right. So, okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Friends this time. Here we go. Allison, here you go. Here's your reading. So it looks like, okay, so generally speaking, it looks like across the board, essentially, you're just incredibly busy right now. Please feel free or not free to, whatever you like to do in terms of putting validations in the chat. Please don't feel like you have to, but if you want to, of course, you're most welcome to. But it looks like right now, there's one main event or situation that's taking place where things are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. That is mainly across the board for the most part, generally speaking. In addition to that, there are several other smaller events or much smaller events or situations that are also taking place. So for example, it's like you have 1 gold and like 5 bronze in terms of significance. Okay. However, why I was hesitating is that it does appear to me as though there are several smaller events or scenarios, elements, whatever word or words you want to use. In tea leaf reading, that's why I use multiple words to describe one thing. One word may make sense to someone, whereas another one doesn't. So it's hence me using as many words as I do. But there's several, there are a few events or situations where things taking place imminently that are going to be changing that. So that's why I was, again, hesitating a little bit. So a whole slew of smaller events or scenarios taking place extremely soon, like imminently, I would say, that do, again, change it. Your main event or situation, very similar to Deborah's, is about half of the cup. Now, Deborah's, yours was a bit larger. Friends, this time, yours is slightly smaller, but still, yours is like half of the cup. That is extremely significant. So there's that. In addition to that, you do have 1, 2, 3. We're going to say 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Mainly 1, but also 2 areas of your life coming up right now. These could even also be events or situations where things are going to be fairly calm and clear and quiet for you for this foreseeable future. Again, it's now in the way and later. That's how I read these, chronologically based. So I would say, again, to use that down, this is one of the themes, use that downtime to get anything that you need to get done, so you don't have to do them later. So in other words, you can also pace yourself over the next little while, over the next short while. So again, there's that scenario taking place because you do have mainly there's 2 events. I'm using all these hand motions, you can't see them. So here, there's 2 situations coming up in addition to the main event or situation, one of which is a line of events. So it sort of begins a little bit, fairly good size, which is comprised of essentially of a new opportunity. There may be a slight hint or tinge or twinge, a little bit of a conclusion that's associated with that, but it really is also a new idea at the same time, a concept of some kind of new opportunity that's being contemplated. That essentially goes into the base, and it essentially also does merge. Sorry, it doesn't really go into the base so much, but it does merge in with the main event or situation. So it really is indirectly related. It's just that you don't really see it being related at all until much further on, as of now, as of later. But so there's that. But then there's a second event, and that second event is actually comprised of several other smaller events or situations where that is also the case. And that also, again, does merge in with that smaller event that I just mentioned, that also merges in with the main event or situation. In the short term, the secondary event, the one that's more significant than the line of events, there's something to do with possibly receiving possible additions to the family and or money. So I would say, if anything, it's likely people somehow coming into your awareness, coming into your family of some kind. Now, it could also very well be, actually, I want to say it's both. So you could very well be receiving people coming into your life, into your family, and or also receiving like material, financial goods or items as well. So there's that. And there's also the sense of a fast pace, speed, momentum, actual momentum, stability, yes, as well with that, and a new opportunity. Now heading into the base. Looking in the base. So quickly. Looking at the main eventer situation quickly, you have 1/3 of it, which is more thoughts, ideas, words, conversations, things up in the air, and the other 2/3 of that main eventer situation, knowing where you stand and yet you don't at the same time, and a lot more of, as time and events unfold, there's more surprises that we're not supposed to know right now that do take place again later. This main eventer situation does flow. Oh, Bree's here. Hi, sweetheart. She's tiny. She's a lab, but she's tiny, and she doesn't jump up to say hi. She won't jump up, but she came over to say hi. Hi, darling. There, Bree made an appearance. Hi. But your hair's funny. Okay, that's wonderful. That's lovely. Thank you. Yeah. So again, you have that 1/3 more thinking and talking, and the 2/3 more clarity, and yet not. So knowing where you stand and yet you don't at the same time. Letters S and V, as well as that possible Scorpio as well as a possible Scorpio connection as well with that. Now that does flow into the base, like I was saying. It's going to be quite busy from what I'm seeing in here. I'm actually having a drink now. Essentially, there's one main grouping and there's one main area in the base that is comprising a good, about 1/3 of it. No, about 1/4 of the, about a quarter of the cup. So it is quite significant too. But that in itself is like a surprise, a new idea, something that you're not supposed to know about right now. Additionally, however, to that, there's a lot of thoughts, ideas, words, and conversations, as well as not knowing what's happening, but also having some clarity at the same time, generally speaking. And that's pretty much across the board in the base. I would just say yet again, pace yourself, get anything that you need to get done in the short term, so that you can not be too distracted in the longer term, if that makes sense. Looks like it's going to be quite busy for you. Just pace yourself. A lot happening. So I hope that reading was helpful for you. These are only 5-minute readings, so it's really like a rapid fire for me. The shortest amount of time that I offer whenever I do private readings is 15 minutes, like 1 to 5. So hopefully, this is like a little taste test. So hopefully hope that you enjoyed your reading. Oh, everyone saying hi to Bree. Oh, thank you. I will give her a big hug after the live for sure. Yeah, there she is. Yeah. Bree is sending us love. Yes, she is. Love when Bree comes and visits. Into the reading. I 100% agree. Gypsy Raven. Yes, Linda. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Bree. Well, I will definitely I will give Bree extra special treats. After the reading, and a big hug for all of you. So I will do that for sure. Well, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out here and for taking the time out of your busy Thursday evening to spend some time here in the chat and for a nice little visit with everyone. It's always so much fun. And I really hope that you enjoyed your readings again. Please, if you'd like me to send pictures of your tea leaves, I keep them over here. And I only dump the leaves when I know someone doesn't want the pictures. So if you would like pictures taken, please let me know and I will send them over to you. Send me a quick email, please, and I will get them over to you likely this evening. And there we go. We did it. Yay! Back to our normal weekly schedule. I do have, thank you so much, Gypsy Raven. Thank you. So I have to go in. I was thinking of this morning at like 4 a.m. I don't sleep very well. I know. But I do have to go ahead and schedule next week's tea leaf readings as well, next week's lives. So I will do so. I'm going to see what happens. There's a lot going on here in the background for me, but the schedule's going forward in about 3 weeks from now. Yeah. But 2 to 3 weeks from now may be a little bit different. I don't know for sure. But whatever happens, no, Karen, do not ever be sorry. That's why I put the replays up, even though sometimes I am delayed in getting the replays up. That's why I put them up. No, don't ever be sorry. I'm just grateful that you're interested. Thank you. That you find it helpful. But yes, I will let you know on the community tab what I know, when I know it, That's my plan. So please do check the community tab. I do put updates on there. If you're ever interested, I do put updates on there. But yes, just a quick heads up. I don't exactly know what my schedule is going to be in the next few weeks. It may be slightly changed. It may be the same. You may see a bit of a different background. I don't know. But I will for sure let you. That was Brie. I think she's bored. She just talked. But I will for sure let her. I will for sure. Can you hear her? Can you hear her? Brie? I think she's wanting my attention. But yes, just to finish my point, I will for sure let everyone know as soon as I know what my schedule is going to be like. And we'll go from there. But thank you everyone so much. I really appreciate yes. Thank you so much for all of your kind words, and I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed. That's Brie. Hope that you enjoyed this evening. I sure did. Bree is talking to me royally in the background. I better get going. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Gypsy Raven. That is so sweet of you, for sure. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. I think everything will be fine, and I think I will still be able to go live. It just maybe a bit of a different schedule, but I will let everyone know for sure. I just wanted to give you a bit of a heads up. I better go talk to Bree. She is talking up a storm here in the background. So I love you so much. Thank you, everyone, for watching. You made my night. Thanks for visiting, and have a great weekend. I will post this ASAP, likely tomorrow around 10 o'clock. And until then, have an amazing weekend. It's the weekend. Yay. Dinosaur. I know. Sometimes when she goes and has a nap, she'll go make the same noise, and we have to go run over and talk to her. I'm gonna go talk to my dog and find out what she wants. Probably a cookie. Okay, I love you all so much. Take care and have an amazing weekend. And we'll see you back here on Monday. I'll post the next live, schedule those lives imminently, probably by tonight. Okay, love you. Bye.